Alright, I'm recording.
Okay,
I'm Matthew.
Paige, nice to meet you.
It's a beautiful name.
Thank you. I just wanted to ask, so there's certain parameters around having service dogs in here. So I wanted to ask what your condition was before we get you going through the process, just to make sure, because I don't want to, one, waste your time here with the dog, and two, I want to make sure that you can have the dog here. So if you could tell me that condition, or what condition you have for the service dog, then I can help you from there.
So I was speaking with my attorney yesterday, and they told me
Morning.
that the only questions you guys are allowed to ask is whether it's a service animal and what it's trained for. And the manager earlier already asked that, and my attorney told me, that other than that, you guys aren't allowed to ask any of your questions, and I'm allowed to donate plasma. And that you guys can't and I'm hearing that you're trying to discriminate between a seeing blind dog and another service animal.
We're not doing anything of the sort. We are going to ask you these questions.
That's what she told me earlier.
We're going to ask you of the questions of what your dog is for, because we need to know any underlying conditions that you have that mean that you need to have the service dog. So we are going to ask you those questions, and if you can't answer those questions for us, then we can.
Now. Thank you.
Oh, service dog. I did not see that from the distance.
I prefer a guard dog.
Oh, that worked. You know what? The little ones are way more ferocious anyways.
And so in order to donate plasma, we have to know about all of your underlying conditions. So either way, if you had the dog or not, we would still ask you the same questions. But in order
to ask me those on the medical profession and those, I'll answer those questions. But if you're asking directly right now whether the service animal has that, I won't answer those, because at that point, you guys are stepping into illegal territory there.
I'm sorry, but we're not. I have to make sure that you can have this animal in the center. Because of the center that we have and the medical procedures we have surrounding donating plasma, I just need to make sure that you can have the dog in the center.
So you can ask me those two questions then. Is it a service animal? And what is it trained for?
What is it trained for?
It's an alert animal.
For emotion or an underlying condition?
I don't have to tell you that.
Okay, then I can't let you donate today. I have to be able to make sure that you can have this dog in the center, okay?
It can be in the center. This is a service animal. I've answered the two questions.
According to the companies that we're regulated and audited by and the corporations, we are not allowed to have animals in the center unless we do
not an animal. This is a service animal.
Service animals are not. They're categorized as animals.
No, they're not.
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't let you come into the center and donate today if you can't give me the reason as to why.
I'm getting conflicted messages here. One, you're telling me that it's an underlying condition, and one, you're telling me that A, it's because it might be a condition that's associated with my disability, or B, you're saying because it's a cleanliness issue or something like that, when you allow seeing blind animals in here. So I'm getting kind of mixed messages here of what you're saying, and it feels very confusing because I don't understand what you're asking for. I've done by law what's required of me, what my attorneys told me, and what I've also seen on the court documents. I've done this before. I've worked in a hospital, so I'm very familiar with this process.
Hospitals have different regulations than we do. Or a manufacturing facility. Huh?
Not in regard to service animals.
They do.
So you allow seeing blind animals in here, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and that's a service animal. You cannot discriminate between service animals. Service animals is a blanket thing. It's not a seeing blind animal, it's a service animal, and those fall all under one category that you guys cannot discriminate against. You don't get to say, okay, your service animal qualifies and your service animal doesn't. That's against the law.
We are allowed to say whether or not you can bring in the service animal or not based on your condition.
No. Where does it say that?
In our regulations from our policies.
Do you have a copy of those regulations?
I cannot give those to you. You can look them up. You'd have to go through PPTA, FDA, and GHA to look at those policies.
So let me be very clear here. You are denying me access to this business because of my service animal.
Because you are refusing to tell us why you have your service animal. Because
I'm not refusing to tell you that. If you ask me on those medical questions, your questionnaires that filter through that, and there's something on there that goes, oh, you have this and you can't donate, I'll answer truthfully, and then we can deny the process.
The medical questionnaires don't filter though.
Then why
they
would
get
it matter
flagged.
what my service animal is?
The medical questions get flagged and you get sent to a nurse. So I can have you evaluated by a nurse before you start. But that's as much as I can get you.
Let's do that then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it a girl or a boy?
Oh, you get that one wrong. We're no longer friends.
What? That's not my fault for protecting my business.
Look what she is.
You can go. I'll get the nurse for you.